What's going on? Hello. And in this video, I want to talk about, should Eric Adams sue for malicious prosecution? And so, hello, my name is Neil. I am the owner of Paralegal Business Owner, where I show people how they can start their own paralegal and legal document preparation business. Okay. And so I am not a lawyer and this is not legal advice, but I do have an opinion on this. And as a paralegal and LDP, I see many different cases every week. All right. And a lot of them have to do with charges. And a lot of them have to do with charges that are beat, and unfortunately, the government, local and federal, sometimes overstep their boundaries with the power they have and file unwarranted charges. Okay, so as we know right now, the Department of Justice dropped the case against Eric Adams. The DOJ, Trump's DOJ, has determined the charges could have possibly been filed for political reasons because Eric Adams was cooperating with getting those illegals out of New York, and still is. Regardless, at the end of the day, the charges being dropped are a favorable termination. Okay, and as we know from the Supreme Court, malicious prosecutions can be filed against prosecutors if you receive a favorable termination of the charges, depending on how you file the case. Okay, and so my question is this. Eric Adams, as a black man, I am black. It is what it is. If you don't like, unclick. Okay, but as a black man, who's also been maliciously prosecuted, my take is this. Even though the DOJ dropped the case, for quote unquote political reasons and things like that, my opinion is that every time you beat a charge or beat a case, okay, that these zealous prosecutors love to frivolously file a lot of times, my thing is every time a malicious prosecution case should be filed. So yes, he should file it because prosecutors, a lot of times they just get drunk on power. And I know we need prosecutors, but they literally can get somebody arrested with the stroke of a pen. All right, sometimes they go overboard, especially on black men. So yes, my opinion is he should sue, even if it is Trump's DOJ. That's probably why those prosecutors resigned, because they knew that they might be liable. Okay, depending on the circuit you're in, you can sue prosecutors in their individual capacity for their actions as a prosecutor if they went out of bounds. And so maybe that's why they resigned, or maybe they're being crybabies. But in my opinion, Eric Adams and anyone else who beats a charge of any type, in my opinion, it's not legal advice, should immediately follow up with a malicious prosecution charge. One of the biggest confusions that I had was when I seen Bill Cosby, when the Supreme Court overturned his case, and rightfully so. I just didn't understand why he has not sued the crap out of that prosecutor who said verbally, or he said some type of way, that he said, hey, I'm going after him. If it was obviously it was political reasons behind it. Okay. And so I don't understand why Bill Cosby didn't file a $500 million malicious prosecution on him. Maybe, he's old. He just wants to chill, but I would have went after them. Okay. I would have I have a case against a malicious prosecutor right now. Who knows? I might win. I might lose. It's me, my personal, I'm pro safe. So we'll see what happens. But in my opinion, anybody who is maliciously charged and wins the case should go right down to the federal courthouse and say, hey, my civil rights are violated with this BS charge. That's my opinion. The reason why these prosecutors and law enforcement and judges a lot of times are so power drunk is because there's not a lot of people who file these cases. They're just happy to win. They're just happy to not have to go to jail. That's not enough for me. Okay. Now obviously there's political reasons. He might hold back because this is Trump's DOJ or whatnot. But I mean, you play with people's freedom. I do think that has to be you got to pay for that. That's my opinion, and it is what it is. So I do appreciate everyone coming through. Make sure you visit paralegalbusinessowner.com if you are interested in seeing how to start your own independent paralegal and legal document preparation service. Okay, you do not need a certificate or education or none of that unless you're in California, Arizona, and I believe Florida. But majority of the states in this wonderful country, there is no barriers to entry. All you need is knowledge, integrity, studying, and willing to serve others. All right. If you're interested in learning more, visit paralegalbusinessowner.com. And I will see you guys on the next one. Thank you.